Last week was an externally busy one for me, as I had 2 overnight jobs in New York City. More and more, when I go down to the city, I feel like a stranger in a strange land. New York is a bastion of liberal thinking. When quietly eating my lunch, I overhear such comments as, "It is so totally immoral that Trump is holding this country hostage just so he can build his wall. How can any sane person support such an awful man?" I then think of comments I hear at church. "Trump is such a great man. God is surely using him to clean the swamp." It is amazing how divided this country has become, centered on this one man. I truly believe that this country is in the period of judgment. Each side absolutely looks at the other as being representatives of evil. The big question then becomes, what is good and what is evil? In today's relative world, good has become evil and evil becomes good. So we need to go back to the Bible to understand clearly. In Matthew 22:35-40, Jesus gives us the basis for judging good and evil. One of them, an expert in the law, tested him with this question: "Teacher, which is the greatest commandment in the law?" Jesus replied, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment, and the second is like it. Love your neighbor as yourself. All the law and the prophets hang on these 2 commandments." So it's all down to love. But can we love everything? If we love God, can we love the devil? In John 8:44, Jesus scolded some who were questioning him. "You are of your father the devil, and it is your will to practice the desires of your father. He was a murderer from the beginning and does not stand in the truth because there is no truth in him. When he lies, he speaks what is natural to him, for he is a liar and the father of lies and half-truths." The judgment that this country is going through then is between God's way, true love, altruism, and living for the sake of others, and Satan's way, lies and selfishness, living for your own sake and benefit, and the readiness to take life. Christ at his second coming, showing us freedom and responsibility, put it in this way: "Your conscience knows and perceives not only every action you have performed, but also every thought you have entertained. Your conscience is aware of these things before your own teachers, parents, and God is. Hence, if you are able to live in absolute obedience to the commands of your conscience, which is your teacher for eternity, you would be absolutely guaranteed to have eternal life. Such is the way of God's creation." Your conscience is your heavenly guidance system given to us by God. Listen to your conscience and you will clearly see the difference between good and evil. Prayer will knock the dust off it and bring it into sharper focus, of course, but your conscience is really your guide. May God bless you.